Hello and welcome to Peppa Brigs, the #1 channel on YouTube for Peppa Pig content. Today I'll be going over some of the George theories presented in episode 1 of our reviews. The first theory we mentioned is that George is adopted. Now, it's a common theory and it's been done to death, so I won't elaborate much on it here. There's plenty of other videos you can find on the web, or articles even, on the topic. The second theory was given by Ben, and it's that George is in fact not adopted, just unwanted. Now, this theory I personally prefer to the adopted theory, but it does still have some major pitfalls. The main one being that throughout the show it seems that it is more Peppa than the parents who are mean or rude towards George, which doesn't give evidence to support that he is an unwanted child, simply that Peppa doesn't like her sibling. The collective hallucination theory, pioneered by me, is the one I believe has the best evidence. We see signs as early as episode 1 pointing. The main one being here, where Peppa stops George from jumping in the puddle. Peppa is a 6-year-old girl and should not have the physical strength to stop a full-speed running and jumping 2 to 3-year-old child so easily. However, if we believe he is a hallucination, all she would need to do is think that she could stop him, and she would be capable of it. Our first two theories come in from Eventually It Loaded. His first theory is that George is in fact some form of lost pig, which is a way of saying George died at a younger age, and the family simply pretend he is still there. I believe this theory is simply a spin on the hallucination theory, and could be seen as a reasonable explanation for the hallucination. The second theory is that the entire show is in fact just the nightmare of the narrator, who is in fact in a coma. While this theory can't be debunked, it just seems a little too far-fetched. Our next theory is proposed by Juliet Stevenson. She believes that George is in fact a pig. I've gone through all the first season of the show and analysed every scene with George in detail, and unfortunately I couldn't find any evidence to support this theory. However, it is possible that this theory gains evidence in the later seasons, such as 4, 5 or 6. However, at my current state, I'm going to have to say, probably not. Finally, Murray Logan presents his theory that George is in fact not a pig, but only a cryptid disguised as one, and that is the reason why he does not have pig at the end of his name. This theory has legs, as cryptids could have significantly lower density than that of pigs, meaning that he would gain much less momentum when jumping, so Peppa may be able to stop him like she does in episode 1. He does also like his dinosaur doll, and dinosaurs are obviously a form of lizard, so this could support the theory that he is in fact a lizard-like cryptid disguised as a pig. Thanks for all the theories. We hope to have a new episode out soon. Subscribe and all that.